With the body being molded so clean and nicely, it doesn't really have any imperfections on the top surface, just a couple bubbles on the underside, but those aren't important as they will not be seen after the model is fully assembled. So straight away I could just move on to fixing some of the panel lines. They needed to be a bit deeper and a bit wider in order for the paint to fill them in a bit and not completely have them disappear on me. After that was all done, I took out some 600 grit sanding sponges and started to rough the body up, clean it up as well, before moving on to primer. As you probably all know by now, all the hard to reach, easy to forget spots get a light coat first, and then I move on to the rest of the body. With the body now fully coated with the first coat, I could also move on to giving the hood a nice coat as well. I did it on the inside and of course also on the top surface as well. With both parts now coated, I gave it 5 minutes in between to dry. I left the paint in the airbrush and then moved on to the second coat, pretty much done the exact same way. The second and final coat of primer has been applied. The body is nice and smooth. It didn't really need to be sanded, so I skipped that step and just moved on to applying the paint straight away. Of course, again, hard to reach, easy to forget spots first, and then the rest of the body. And probably to nobody's surprise either, I'm just going with the pepper gray that the car is supposed to be in to replicate the movie car as best as I can from the outside. Thanks to the body being molded in resin and the color covering really quickly, I can apply a coat a bit heavier as the paint doesn't really affect the resin, and again the paint covers nice and quickly, so a second coat is enough to fully cover the body in color before moving on to masking it off in order to paint the stripes. With the color coats being applied a bit heavier, I let it sit for a couple of hours before moving on to the masking. Now there were no decals supplied for the stripes on the top, only the ones on the side, so these of course needed to be painted on. I took out some 2mm masking tape, this is a flexible tape from Tamiya, to mark the center line, and then move on to some other tapes alongside that to make out the width of the stripes. I don't have exact dimensions on the stripes, but by the looks of it, with the 2mm in between, that is a nice divider between the stripes left and right, and then adding a 10mm strip of masking tape alongside that, and then of course adding some more. This is about a millimeter, coming to a total stripe width of 11mm or 1.1 centimeters. That looked to be good to my eye. Again, this is not exact science, as I don't know how wide the stripes in actuality are, but this just looked good to me. Now I removed the vinyl tape in the middle as it was a bit too thick, and I didn't really like to paint over that, so I cut a strip of Kep tape down to 2mm to fill that center in, and then could remove the stripes itself, so I can keep painting over those areas. After applying 2 coats of semi-gloss black, I could just let it sit for a couple minutes and remove the masking tape to reveal the stripes. Now it doesn't really matter which sheen of black you use, because in the end it will all be covered with a gloss clear coat and they will turn out glossy anyway. After doing this to the hood, of course the rest of the body also got the same treatment. All of the stripes are on, all the masking tape has been removed. I let it sit for about 10 minutes before mixing up some clear. Now it is important to note this is not the final clear coat, and I did not yet add the stripes on the side. Now the reason behind this, the stripes on top are a bit thicker and they are on top of the gray paint of the body itself, so that will leave a nice edge after clear coating over it. Now what I'm going to be doing is letting this dry for a couple of days, then sanding that edge off to make it all look a bit more like one even coat, all over the body, add the decals, and then finish it off with a final couple coats of clear to have a nice smooth transition between the gray and the black, and have the stripes pretty much be seamless onto the body. Now you can decide to not do that. It depends on the paint you use, the thickness of the coats, if you can get away with it, but I just wanted to be sure that it looked nice and even all over, so I decided to do it this way.